This is a response to InventorGorilla making a video in bed with his phone. And this is probably going to end up being one of those long videos where I just keep on rambling. I'm not actually using my phone to do this because well, I have a crappy phone that if I made a video file on it, it would be like so huge that the phone can't handle transmitting it and it'll cancel. So I can make like a 30-second video with my phone. I need to get a new one, but I can make longer videos with the phone, but like 30 seconds is about as long as it will transmit to people or to YouTube. I have tested the link to transmit to YouTube because, you know, it's there, so I had to try it. Yeah, hold on. Here. Had it on the charger. This is my replacement phone that I bought. This was one of those pay-as-you-go phones that I bought because my Razr 3 broke by just flipping it open, you know. And I was like, I didn't buy the insurance because my original Razr lasted like 3 years before it broke, you know. And you know, you have to wait till your contract comes up to get the special deals. And when I went into the store, they were like, oh, you can pay $500 for an iPhone, or wait till June and then you can pay like $0 for the same fucking iPhone. I was like, I'm waiting. I went and got this for like $70, and it's lasted for a long time. It hasn't broken, and no insurance on it because I just bought a Go phone and stuck my SIM card in. And it's got the nice QWERTY keypad, which helps me to text people. And InventorGorilla keeps bragging about his phone. He doesn't think he's bragging about his phone, but every time I see it, I feel like he's got a better phone than me. So yeah. InventorGorilla's video, he was surrounded by dogs in his bed. And he said he had another dog that had gas. You know? And that dog wasn't allowed in bed just then, but he would have even more dogs in his bed. I don't have any dogs. I'm allergic to half the dogs I come across. But I don't have any dogs where I am right now. Seaside Atheist, I'm really sorry that your cat, Mr. Merlin Perkins, died. Yeah, thinking about pets just makes me think, you know, Seaside Atheist needs one now. Oh, hey, Seaside, here. That's a panda sideways. Yay. Panda. How did I do that? Well, I have my camera on my tripod. I can just reach it over. To comfort me in my bed, I have this Egyptian lute I got in Kuwait, and it's kind of like echoing my voice as I talk, like I can hear it in my ear. The sound hole is reverberating. This wasn't well thought out, you know. So anyway, this is a response to InventorGorilla's video because I just woke up and it popped up like a Pop-Tart, and I understand when you can't sleep because you're thinking. Thinking, and then I don't think I'm tired like he was, you know, but I do feel like, you know, I've got thoughts and they're, and I wanted to check my email because I'm an internet addict, and then I checked my subscriptions real quick. I was like, ooh, InventorGorilla made another video, and I was like, I'm gonna watch it because lately there's been some drama, you know, and I wasn't part of the drama, but I feel like, you know, I'm close to InventorGorilla. I'm close to some of the other people that the drama's been about. So I was like, oh, I'll watch it. But it wasn't really a drama video. It was just him in bed, really. But first part of his video was like he was saying he's questioning his faith. I was like, right on. Yay. Someone has made some point somewhere. Might have been me, might have been someone else. Or maybe he just came to it on his own. But at least he's thinking. You know, yay. I watched the video before that, which was an apology video by him. And this is a tangent. This is what happens when I make videos in bed. So the video before that, he was apologizing, and this is not ponage. But this is where my mind went when I watched that apology, because he made excuses while he made an apology, like it was an accident that he said it. It was an accident, and I'm like, apologizing doesn't require excuses. And you know, if IG watches this, because it'll probably turn out to be long, you know, we're grown-ass men, both of us, but, you know, there was one point along the way where, as a grown-ass man, I learned that you don't have to make excuses when you apologize. And it seems really strange that at the end you say, well, I'm accepting full responsibility, but you spent part of the video making excuses. And I understand that was like your best attempt at an apology, and I accept that as an apology as a viewer who had nothing to do with the fucking nothing to do with the drama that was, like, you know, it was between you and other people. Why do I need to accept a fucking apology? But for you, you know, in a video even before that, you said that when someone is abused, it was the video called The Abused. You said when someone's abused, that right then they stop growing as a person emotionally. It's like they get stunted. Yeah, I think maybe the day where we learned how to apologize, you know, in our development, that was the day that something happened to you. But I think if people just take it like from the spirit that it came from, they would realize that you just suck at apologies. And yeah, and just accept the apology. And if we all just fucking squash it, then it'll go away. Not like malignant melanoma or the poker Hulk, because those things just keep on popping back up. But this could be squashed. I have hopes that it could be squashed, I guess, because, you know, the people dealing with this are a lot more intelligent than the poker Hulk, who just keeps on coming back. You know, like heartburn and fruitcakes. So yeah, welcome to the Grown-Ass Man Club. For your handshake. So back wait, this was a tangent. Back to InventorGorilla's video that I was talking about, the one that inspired this video. Shit. Wow. This video is going to be named When I Let My Mind Go 2, because I've done this before in a video. And does YouTube need videos from like two of some of the ugliest guys on YouTube in bed? I mean, come on. We need some sexier guys and girls to make videos in bed. I should make a tag video. I'm not going to, because, you know, you made it this far if you watched this video. And it would be horrible for me to just repay you by saying, tag, you gotta get in your fucking bed. Not naked, just in whatever you sleep in. I sleep in t-shirt, you know, but some people have jammies. But this isn't a tag anyway, so I'm not even making fucking rules for it. Fuck, man, tangent. So yeah. What else was, like, cool about InventorGorilla's latest video from bed? He said he believes that aliens exist. Without the proof of aliens existing. And in fact, you know, he talks about the Raelians and the lizard people and all that. And he's like, he doesn't believe any of that. He just believes that aliens exist and UFOs exist. I'm like, so just generally? It's like UFO deism. You know, I guess. But you know, when I was questioning, as InventorGorilla is, I was questioning at like 7 and 8 years old. In the way that InventorGorilla was. And I remember way back, I was thinking, you know, there's got to be extraterrestrial life out there. But I didn't think of it as if, like, you know, it's just because my feelings lead me to believe that. I knew from school and from reading and from my parents teaching me that, you know, the Earth was exactly in the right place to make, you know, life happen. You know, the Goldilocks zone that, you know, we learn about later in school. But I just took a look at the universe and what it would take to make an equation for how many places there could be life. And the part of the equation that makes me still believe that there must be life out there, the part of that equation that looks promising for that is that the universe is infinite. I mean, it was really, really fucking rare that we're on this planet. And all of the different variables that had to come into alignment all have their fucking their own chances of happening. But the one variable that makes it all seem like, well, there must be life out there, is that the universe is fucking infinite. And when you're using that as a denominator in the equation, it's like, well, fuck, there's life out there. And I don't know what form the life is going to take. You know, it might be nothing like what stories we have, what movies we have now, but I'm with InventorGorilla on this, because, you know, if you're saying that there's like a 1 in a bajillion, whatever a bajillion is, chance that life exists somewhere, you have to realize that the universe is fucking infinite and has that bajillion chances to go through. So, yeah. I don't mean anything bad by saying that I was like 7 or 8 thinking about this stuff. This is not a ponage video. No ponage. I just got Eagle Eye 1975 sub back, and I don't want to do any mean videos. especially not like right after fucking getting a sub back, you know? We could be better people on the inside and reflect that on the outside. And this is another tangent. I just realized it. And I sound like T-Master. Fuck it. Speaking of T-Master, and back to InventorGorilla's video, both together, T-Master is not a Christian. He says he does not like that label because he doesn't like what Christians do in the name of Christ. He's a servant and follower of Jesus Christ. That's his new title. It's kind of long. But in InventorGorilla's video, he's saying, well, there's parts of the Bible that, due to people's interpretations, which to me means, fucking contradictions and obvious wrong things in the Bible, but IG doesn't go there just yet. He's not in that part of questioning his faith. But he does say that, people can interpret things differently about the Bible, and that's where he's at right now. And that's okay. He can just think some more. He's got time before he dies to, come to better conclusions. Well, one of the things about what IG said was he still believes in the teachings of Jesus Christ. And that's something that T-Master says too. The teachings of Jesus Christ are fucking awesome. And I guess I just wanted to spend the majority of this video that's already fucking long just saying, well, hold on a fucking second. It's not good to be a fanboy of anything. It's not good to accept anything free of scrutiny. And I am someone who will say that loving other people is something that I believe in, and honoring your parents and a bunch of other things that you can find in the Bible, but you can find in other places too. I believe in those, yeah. But there are bad things that Jesus taught. He taught them. And they were bad. Jesus Christ advocated child abuse and murder, among many other cruelties. And people who don't read their Bibles, front to back, or their pastors have them skip over certain chapters in the Bible. They're like, bull fucking shit. He wasn't advocating murder. He's like the embodiment of fucking love. And Christians are always saying, like, he's the Lamb. He's our Savior. He's the fucking King of Peace. He's the embodiment of love. He's, he's just good in a person. All the good parts of God. They associate him with, like, a loving and merciful nature. I don't see him as such a nice guy. I've made videos about this before. And he's not consistently compassionate or rational sometimes. And people are like, no, the New Testament, the part where Jesus is a lot nicer and warmer than the Old Testament. Bullshit. You just have to read it. Just like Hatred 42 said, and this is a shout out for Hatred 42, that I'm not even fucking annotating people, so you have to know that it's an H8 red 42. And my finger's probably backwards for that shit too. But fuck it. He even said, and I've said it before too, The best thing for you to tell atheists and Christians when it comes to talking about the Christian religion is tell them, read the fucking Bible. Read it. Um, so, the parts of the Bible that show that Jesus isn't exactly loving, I guess people could say, well, maybe that was just added to the Bible. Or, you know, that wasn't as inspired. You know, there's all sorts of rationalizations that people have for, you know, what they want to believe. And what they want to believe is that Jesus was like fucking all nice. In one of my roadsides of religious stupidity videos, I even compared a sign where Jesus was all nice and wanted to bring families together to Matthew 10:34, where he says that he's come not to send peace but a sword. You know, and he says that he's come to destroy families and make families hate each other. He says that shit in the Bible. And for okay, this is another tangent. I think one of the reasons why InventorGorilla does not like Ernest Percy, besides the fucking signs that he holds up that are, you know, inflammatory, I think one of the reasons why he doesn't like Ernest Percy is because Ernest Percy is one of those people that can fucking quote the Bible back and forth. He does it a fuck ton better than I do it. And I do it semi good. I do it with the passages that I've gone over and over in my attempt to help people get out of what I see as the delusion of religion. And there's, you know, certain strong points, but yeah, you Percy can fucking if you call out a verse, he knows the passage. To me, it's the other way around, and only with certain passages. You know, and less than 2% of the Bible, probably. You know, because I remember the important things that I've gone over, but he actually is one of those people, like, you put, you know, hit a key on a piano and some savant says, you know, that's an E. And you make a chord on a piano and they can tell you what notes are in that chord. For E. Percy, it's like you say a Bible verse and he knows different variations of it from different versions of the Bible. Fucker studied the shit. And I think that's why InventorGorilla doesn't like him, is because he has that ability to find a verse like off the top of his head and use it. And the verses that he invokes, they shatter people's view of what Christianity is, you know, and what is actually contained in the Bible. And I think that's what InventorGorilla is holding on to, this image of what the Bible says versus the reality of what Ernest Percy can show is in the Bible. And that's why I think he hates him. You know, because InventorGorilla is defending his whole worldview, you know, which Ernest Percy can fucking poke holes in. 3D. Anyone got 3D glasses? So yeah. The part where Jesus said families will be torn apart. Let's see. Brother shall deliver up the brother to death, to the father the child. I think this is the way that the KJV would go. And the children shall rise up against their parents. God, I should just link the video. And cause them to be put to death. I think that's the way the KJV words it. And whatever way that you have the verse, it's Matthew 10:21, and I've used it in a road sign video. You know, I'm gonna look stupid talking about Ernest Piercy and trying to fucking quote the Bible. I am. I'm gonna try to not like quote verses. I'll just talk. But yeah, when I hear shit like that, I'm like, that's wrong. You know, that was a teaching of Jesus that is fucking wrong. And a lot of people, when they question their faith, they're like, well, I'm just going to discard the Old Testament and I'm going to believe what Jesus taught, and maybe I won't believe in the magic part of Jesus. You know, I'll just believe the morals part, you know. Yeah. It's a very, very tenuous place to be. Um, See, I'm sorry. This is where Brian J. 1962 would say cauliflower, because he's trying to think of something and he can't think of it. If he ever says cauliflower in a video, you know that he means that he can't think of the word right off the top of his head. And he'll probably edit out cauliflowers, but one is going to slip through, and I'm going to call him on it. I'm going to say it's Matthew 5:17, and in that passage, Jesus pretty much says that the Old Testament laws are still fucking good. You know, he doesn't say that he is against the Old Testament laws. He says that he's there to be fulfilling prophecy. You know, and he strongly approves of all the laws and what the prophets said, because a lot of the stories that are told about Jesus in the Bible, they're just like reaffirming what the prophets in the Old Testament were saying. It's like, how do we make Jesus seem like he's the Son of God? Well, we're going to have him fulfill all these different prophecies that were fucking idiotic anyway, you know. And then it'll look like one part of the Bible is confirming another part of the Bible. Wow, let's fucking put that in. And that was a very horrible, like, Eddie Izzard stand-up style impersonation. Wow, let's put that in. You know? Let's just put an extra H in there. Yeah, if you've made it this far, the rest of my video here, if I keep this camera on, it's just going to be long and tangenty, and this is what happens when I let my mind go. So, like, Jesus is supposed to be merciful, right? And, like, when I read the Bible, I know that there's things in the Bible where Jesus advocates fucking murder. He advocated fucking and he condemned an entire city to fucking die, you know, and they were all going to hell, and they're going to burn forever because they didn't accept his preaching. And that's in Matthew 11. Fucking E. Percy and his fucking Bible quoting fucking... I have trouble with dates, too. Like, I know facts, but whenever a 4-digit year is associated with a fact. Like there are very few dates that I can actually remember that happened before I was born. I have a really hard time remembering any fucking year that something happened. It really helps me to, like, when I'm studying something like, say, the life of Abraham Lincoln, to have some, like a timeline beside it, because the years that something happened just will completely be blanked from my mind, and only the facts will remain. And then the facts will be in order chronologically, but like if I were to take a test on what year did this happen, holy shit, I have a hard time with that. I would fucking fail, you know. I could probably memorize the presidents in order again. I've done it before, but I'd have to memorize it again to be able to tell, to recite all the presidents of the United States in order. And the ones that happened in my lifetime, I can say all of them in order, but I have to really think about what year they were elected and what year they became president. It's it's the number part. So when I say it's somewhere around Matthew 11 that Jesus said this, that that city is going to fucking hell because it didn't believe his, like, the whole fucking city. It's somewhere around Matthew 11, okay? I'm not gonna fucking fact check this and look it up. Someone read fucking chapter fucking 11 of Matthew. Read the whole book, Bible, the whole all the books as one book. Just read it. But Matthew 11, I'm pretty sure it's there. That, well, it's in the Bible. Him saying it is in the Bible, but I'm thinking it's Matthew 11. So, yeah. So again, I'm like, why does InventorGorilla think that it's okay to say that everything that Jesus said was good? The things Jesus said about casting people into a lake of fire, the beast and the false prophet are cast there. It's fucking mean to do to anyone. That's in Revelations. He says he's the only way to get into heaven, but it's in Matthew 13-ish, where he says that lest they should understand and I would have to heal them, I'm just going to talk in parables so that people don't understand me. I want to say that's Matthew 13:10, but to me that seems really fucked up that he would try to. And Thunderbolt 94, he said, well, Jesus, the God spoke in metaphors and parables in the Bible so that we would understand him. No, the fuck he didn't. You said that in a comment, Thunderbolt 94, and you're fucking wrong, because I just told you where in the Bible it says that God didn't say that shit. He said Jesus said that he talked in parable to fucking confuse people. And, yeah, Thunderbolt 94 is not going to watch this video this long. Why am I fucking talking to him? I can say some of the things that Jesus said are kind of advocating child abuse, abandoning your wife and your children in Matthew 19. I'm saying a lot of Matthew things, aren't I? Matthew didn't paint Jesus in a good light. I wonder if people think that the entire book of Matthew is just off, and they can just take the entire book of Matthew out of the Bible. If you keep on picking shit out of the Bible like that, then you're not going to have anything. And I guess because InventorGorilla has all these dogs in his bed, I'm just gonna say that when Jesus cast all the demons out of a person and put them into a pig, and then sent like 2,000 pigs off to their death because they were containing demons, it's fucking animal abuse. I know that he created the fucking animals in your mind, but to me, just not caring about animals like that and just sending 2,000 of them to die, when he could have just fucking cast the demons out to fucking outer space, I guess. You know, why does something have to fucking die? I say that all over in the fucking Bible. And here I am not being able to quote exactly where it is. I'd have to fucking look it up. Yeah. I don't think that's in Matthew. Yeah, I think that's in Mark. And Jesus likes slaves being beat in Luke, which is like Deuteronomical law, repeated. In Luke, Jesus says that you can beat slaves. That's in Luke 12. So yeah, nothing should be accepted like fucking anything a guy says is fucking good. Nothing should be accepted like that. That's what I'm getting at. And now I'm fucking frustrated. I'm just gonna turn the camera off before I turn this into a ponage video. Yeah. Laters.